You are surrounded by more data and more voices than at any point in history. Yet this saturation leaves a strange, quiet vacuum, a persistent anxiety that the world is thinning out and your own identity is dissolving into the noise. By 2026, this anxiety has taken a concrete shape. Human accuracy at spotting synthetic faces has dropped towards 62%. The physical real is blurring into deepfakes, while individual identity fragments across a dozen different digital personas. We are also seeing the connection paradox. Psychologists studying the rise of AI companions report an unsettling finding. Heavy use of simulated intimacy correlates with increased rather than decreased loneliness. These are not separate problems. Identity loss, fabricated media, and pseudo-intimacy are symptoms of a single systemic failure in how we interact with the digital world. The digital feed is built to maximize a single metric: engagement. The architecture is engineered for high-volume bandwidth, consuming as much of your attention as possible every minute of the day. But engagement only tracks the volume of data striking a user. It ignores whether that data connects back to a real empirical referent. It measures the flood, not the ground. The ODTOE framework proposes a different goal: coherence. Instead of measuring how much data we absorb, coherence measures how effectively we are grounding our perceptions in a consistent reality. This sense of emptiness after hours of scrolling is a structural consequence of the feed. When we optimize for raw volume over groundedness, we are effectively starving our own sense of reality. To quantify this groundedness, ODTOE uses a variable called lambda. This is the metric of data quality and empirical reinforcement, the proof that a signal is rooted in something more than a mere assertion. A feed provides high bandwidth but low lambda. It offers maximum input with minimum confirmation that any of it closes back onto a real referent. This is why a saturated day can leave you feeling more depleted than a quiet one. The volume went up, but the lambda went down. We see this in deepfakes. They possess high vividness, but near zero lambda. They are signals that cannot be reinforced against a self-consistent world. Reality in the digital age is defined by what survives reinforcement. The remedy for the fake is not more skepticism, but a demand for closure, favoring inputs that can be checked and verified. The second variable is dimensionality, or D. This measures the self-referential depth of an observer, a strange loop that models itself modeling itself. A recommendation engine has billions of parameters but low D. It can predict your behavior with high accuracy without ever possessing a you. It calculates your preferences without experiencing selfhood. AI cannot replace human identity, but the digital age can crowd the channels so completely that we forget to exercise our own self-referential depth. Maintaining your dimensionality requires acts whose feedback loops close entirely inside you. Tasks like baking a loaf of bread that refuses to rise are not nostalgic hobbies. They are acts of de-maintenance, done for the loop, not for the metric. Our identity is threatened when we allow our internal depth to idle while consuming mindless bandwidth. Genuine connection is a two-body event. It requires shared coherence, a mutual loop that raises the state of both observers at once. AI companions or parasocial feeds create a simulation of this. They provide felt warmth, but the loop only closes on your side. There is no reciprocal rise in coherence. This explains the connection paradox mathematically. One-sided engagement measures how much you are pouring into the screen, and it calls that a relationship. In reality, it is a one-way drain that deepens loneliness. A healthy culture is built on mutual coherence, not reach. Its strength is found in how its members' loops close on each other. In physics, decoherence is the leakage of a system's internal order into its environment. The social feed is an environment designed to absorb your coherence. To counter this, we restore lambda. We favor inputs with provenance and real consequence. One verified source provides more structural stability than 1,000 vivid, unverified signals. We protect dimensionality, D. We reserve daily time for acts where the feedback closes within ourselves, creating, practicing, and reflecting, immune to external metrics. And we build shared coherence. We spend our energy where it is returned, prioritizing a few genuine two-body bonds over any number of one-sided feeds. These 3 tests form a practical diagnostic. They allow us to instantly distinguish genuine meaning from vivid simulation. The ODTOE framework offers a method for navigating the digital landscape without retreating from it. We move from passively suffering from ambient anxiety to actively managing our internal metrics. Being human in this era is a coherence to be kept high. It is an active state of being. By utilizing these variables, lambda, dimensionality, and shared coherence, we can track the cost of our digital lives. Our humanity becomes a countable value that we finally have the tools to defend.